Welcome back to America Right Now. Recently elected Republican Congressman George Santos from New York on Long Island has been caught in a series of potential outright lies about his religion, his education, his work history, maybe his sexual orientation, his real estate portfolio, his personal finances, and even his heritage and his mother's death. A Long Island district attorney, a Republican, has even opened a criminal investigation. So what do you do with this guy? Joining us to discuss, Democrat strategist Bill Caruso and host of Off Limits with Ian Haworth, political commentator Ian Haworth. Okay, George Santos. Ian, I feel like I've kind of teed this up for you. I'm gonna go to you first. This guy's already sent out invites to his swearing-in ceremony. It doesn't seem like he plans on going away. If he's seated in Congress now, how should the new GOP leadership deal with him?
Well, I think it's to try and squeeze him out in any way we can legally. I mean, the fact is that everything he told us about him is false. He lied about his work history. He lied about his education. I mean, it's not even hard to get a degree these days. Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez has a degree in economics, so it's not exactly a hard line to cross, and he didn't manage to do that. He also lied about his religion, telling everyone he was Jewish. Now he says he's Jew-ish. I mean, it's just ridiculous. We all know politicians lie, but this is pushing it a little too far, I think.
You know, Bill, it's a terrible story. I mean, it really is, because he duped a whole lot of people. But I think we have bipartisan consensus on the last day of the year on this. What do you think?
Yeah, and I agree with Ian. I mean, the entire politicians misrepresent the truth sometimes, right, to benefit their cause. This guy's entire family, right, everything he ran on is a complete lie. I think the GOP has a problem in dealing with this in the new Congress. I don't know if there were crimes committed. It'll be interesting to see. But just on a personal level, this guy should resign. From an integrity standpoint, everything about him is a lie. He should resign.
How do you look yourself in the mirror in the morning and say, oh yeah, I'm a congressman-elect from the state of New York? It'll be very interesting to see. I'm hoping that if he does take his seat, that he will ultimately just go away, and there'll be a special election in New York for that district. Bill, to you. Republicans take control of the House on Tuesday. Steve Scalise putting out what he calls a legislative plan, the sort of the first wave. Those bills include rescinding the funding for the 87,000 IRS agents. I think that's going to be pretty popular. Prohibiting non-emergency drawdowns of Strategic Petroleum Reserve without a plan to boost energy production. Another bill would restrict the Energy Secretary from selling the Strategic Petroleum Reserve to China. There's additional border security stuff in here. And you think the Republicans have the ability to put the Democrats on defensive in the Senate with a legislative plan like that?
With an agenda like that, with leaders like Steve Scalise, I worry as a Democrat, right? That's a real agenda that I think the American public would like to see. But if the clown show shows up to the Republican Congress, right, if they're not able to get things done like this and marshal the resources to come together, then no, they won't. They won't be able to push back on some of the Democratic policies.
All right, guys, I got to go to Ian just for 15 seconds, and I'm going to put you on the spot. I want you to give me one political prediction for 2023.
I think we're going to spend a hell of a lot more money, and the stock market's going to keep going down, and Joe Biden's going to keep celebrating his success. All
right. Wow. Okay. Thank you so much. Happy New Year, guys. Bill Caruso, Ian Haworth, appreciate you being here as always.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Before we go, don't forget tonight, join us for Newsmax's New Year's Eve special with Sean Kreisman live from our studios in New York and our team in New York's Times Square. We're going to be joined by